Hi, it's Leanna, and I'm going to do some current events today for you. And this is going to be called, What is Melania Really Thinking? The saga continues at the Trump White House. The term actions speak louder than words seems to be coming in loud and clear. When Melania brushed away the president's hand once again after the Stormy Daniels scandal. What is really going through her head? Is she really going to stay with this SOB? I don't know. Let's find out. I personally do not feel she's going to leave the White House. Well, because if they have a business arrangement, and I feel their marriage is a name only. But she feels if she leaves the White House, she'll have her life back, of course. But she feels like she'll let the country down as she took on the role, as being the First Lady. So, she wants to leave, but she feels she needs to do her First Lady duties. And Melania Trump, they live separate lives. I mean, I don't feel Trump is, like abusive to her. I just feel like they just have a business relationship, and he does his thing and she does her thing, and, it's a huge, obviously it's a White House, so it's not like they have to live in the tiny corners where they can't go in their separate rooms if they wanted to, It's just that he's just a crazy man who likes having many women around, and, I don't think that's really her thing. A lot of people, have their opinions about her, but I think I feel like she's a good person. I just think that she married him, when she married him, at the time when she married him, like he wasn't that bad of a person at that time. Obviously, she's in there and, she made her choices, whatever, and I'm sure that she knew he was running for president, so she kind of has to take the good with the bad at this point, but I just don't feel they're having like any kind of romantic relationship, but I don't feel like she's going to end up leaving the White House. I think that things will just happen the way they're supposed to happen, and she won't have to be in that position for very long anyway, so it'll all work out for her. I think she kind of feels that way anyway, and if you look on the other, side of it, she has it made, and she has obviously money. She can do what she wants, and she didn't go on the European trip with Trump because she didn't want to, and so I think in that relationship, it's not like he doesn't have all the say, because if he did, she would have been forced to go on that trip because of what happened with the Stormy Daniels scandal when that all came out. But I think she doesn't really like to be on the camera too much because she doesn't want to be, but she's the kind of person that doesn't really like the drama. Whereas Trump loves it, he feeds on it with his tweets and, things he says when he's in the press conference. And, like, Melania's just the opposite, she doesn't want any part of it. So I think that's why you don't see her that much, because people say, well, Melania doesn't really talk much, which try to compare it to Michelle Obama, which, they're two totally different people. I feel Melania should be more involved, but under the circumstances, that's probably why she's not. Like, I'm not doing this video to judge her or put her down. I just wanted to do this because I was asked by a few friends. They wanted me to do more current events, so I decided I would, and I really like doing them because it's fun for me. I do like doing the sun signs, but my thing, I think, is the current events. And if anybody has any suggestions on videos they'd like to see me do, I have no problem with that. And if I like it, I'll definitely do it and give a shout out to, to your name and let you know whatnot. And I also wanted to touch on Barron just a little bit. I don't want to put too much on him because he is, he's not an adult, but you don't see him too much either. And I think their son, he seems to show signs that he feels there has to be better than this life, being Donald Trump's son. I'm sure it's not easy for him, even though other kids would probably love to have his life because, you know, what he has, and as far as financially, you know, he'll be set for the rest of his life. But I can't imagine being in that, you know, constant, where I'm sure there's kids, you know, kids are mean no matter what age, saying stuff to him and having that backlash or having to deal with that. And I just think he thinks, like, you know, there has to be a better life than being Donald Trump's son. And I think he stays strong for his mom. I think that he's, you know, Barron is older than his years. And I think that, you know, I think it's a positive thing. I think that he stands by his mom mostly, you know. Him and his mom, I feel, are a lot alike. Him and Melania. And I just think he thinks, like, he wants to be normal. And even though Melania tries to make his life as normal as possible, it's not, you know, because of who his dad is. I mean, I think any president's kids aren't going to have the normal life. But with Donald Trump, it just makes it more difficult. You know, he's like a cartoon character. But I just think that Barron, you know, doesn't want to be in the spotlight, and he just, like, he doesn't want to be known as Donald Trump's son. He doesn't want people to say, hey, you're Donald Trump's son. They just want him to say, hey, you know, hi, Barron, how are you doing? And I feel like as he gets older, he will make a name for himself, and, you know, I don't know if he's going to be like an actor or something along those lines. He might not want anything to do with, you know, being in the spotlight. But I think possibly when he gets older, maybe like in his mid-20s to 30s, you might see him doing something. So I just kind of, that's where I'm going with that. I don't want to do too much on him just because he isn't, you know, he's not an adult. But so anyway, that's what I feel, what Melania's thinking, and I hope that you guys all enjoyed this video as much as I like making them. I'm going to be doing current events at least once a week, so stay tuned for that. And hope you guys all have a great weekend. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.